everybody. Happy to be here. I'm excited to talk.
After one, after the campaign funds, you can listen to that siren literally as many times as you want.
You've got the gurney, which will fit the 4 proton packs. You've got the measurements up there as well. It's pretty long. It's a little under 23 inches. It looks fantastic in person, so I'm happy with.
That Slimer action figure looks so much better than the Slimer puppet that human was wearing, which is always a picture I know it's coming, but it just weirds me out every time to see Slimer with human legs.
You know what? The side by side, I think we did a little bit better. So really happy with that so far. And here's the deluxe offering again. You've got the Ecto 1A roof conversion, which is something that looks absolutely phenomenal. You've got the lights and sounds with that as well. You're also going to get the 4 Ghostbusters 2 figures. You're going to get 2 slime blower packs. You're going to get the proton packs with all of them. Again, a complete offering. You're going to get the balloon. You're going to get the slime toaster. That's your wonder call right there. You've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to back this project to get to lead.
BMAC wasn't able to join us today, so I'm going to be filling in on the G.I. Joe front. And I'm getting to say it, but due to unexpected shifts in production, many of our 2025 G.I. Joe product shipments will be delayed. We're working very hard to minimize the delay, and we'll keep you updated, and we appreciate the support of the G.I. Joe fan community. So you probably have a lot of questions about this, and I can't answer any of them. So stay tuned for more kind of updates as we have more information about this. We'll make sure that you are updated as quickly as possible. We didn't realize how much people liked render reveals until we missed them. So first up, we have Footloose. So he will be joining our mainline collection in 2025, and he will also double as a great troop builder for a nicely camoed trooper. Wow, no applause for Footloose, guys? Thank you. And not to outdo Footloose, but here is our first look at your first Pulse exclusive of 2025. So world building has always been at the heart of G.I. Joe, and we really want to make sure that we're coming up with ways to expand yourself, or your shelf, and I guess yourself. Dealer's choice. So this is our kind of new Cobra perimeter, so you're actually able to build out this kind of small Cobra bunker. But when you see the e-com photos for this item, you will absolutely understand what we mean by expand. So included in your Cobra defense perimeter is your all-new Trench Viper. Ooh, cute. So here is the full offering all in one image so that you can see how much you're getting in one pack. But also, did we mention that this thing is kind of modular and it all comes apart? So take a look at some of the cool things that you would be able to build with this. So if you're inclined, make sure you buy multiples so that you can build to your heart's content. And our 60th anniversary collection was a huge success, and we want to keep honoring the legacy of G.I. Joe. So coming in 2025, we have our all-new legacy collection that will be representing first responders. And we could not think of a better place than New York to show off our legacy collection firefighters. We have another first responder that will be revealed later in 2025, so keep your eyeballs peeled. How are we doing so far? Good? Awake? We're all alert? Excellent. All right, so back at PulseCon, BMAC mentioned the hunt for the mass device, and he said that he would be back with info before the end of the year. So are you ready to learn what that means? Yes. And I'm not sure you're ready for what is on the next slide, because when I saw the first model of it come into the shop, we see a lot of toys, right? Like we're pretty kind of jaded when it comes to looking at new toy development, but when I saw one or two toys. But this thing is insane. So that's right, that's a polar bear. Here's the actual notes that Ben wrote me instead of just me going, wow, polar bear. So throughout 2025, there will be 3 items that will contain the mass device catalyst elements for you to assemble. So Snake Eyes, seen here, comes with the radioactive crystals that make him and his hands glow. The hands seen here are actually clear plastic to emulate the glow from exposure in the old TV episode. This is also the reveal for the polar bear that we hinted at back at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, that was like a really long time ago, and we've all kind of forgotten about July at this point, but we did hint to this. So if you look closely at his left shoulder, you can also see that you can swap the smooth fur in for an arrow panel. So there's also a cool reveal under the panel, but you're going to have to wait for Lenny to show you that when we officially reveal the product next year. Guys, we're making a bear. That's insane. The world of G.I. Joe is magical and never-ending. So, speaking of things that are magical and never-ending, let's talk about our pre-orders that are going to be launching on the 22nd. Is that a Monday or a Tuesday? Tuesday, top notch. Thank you, guys. So these pre-orders will be launching on Tuesday because we don't want to, our teams are already off for the weekend, so we want to give them a little time. We want you to have a little bit of time so that you're not rushing during the convention. So, first up is our first official reveal of Retro Craig Rock and Roll McConnell, looking snazzy in his OG green shirt uniform. So we removed the tattoos and did what we could to make him as authentic as possible to his initial release. So we'll be on retro cardback in a blister, just like the 2024 wave of retro figures. But we're very early in getting this in front of you, so we don't actually have the packaging to show you quite yet, so that will be another adventure later on. So pre-order for Rock and Roll, just like the next two figures that I show you, will be Tuesday, October 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern on Hasbro Pulse and wherever other fine toys are sold. Sound good? Right? Everybody loves Rock and Roll. All right, so up next, making the leap from exclusive to retro cardback is everybody's favorite shirtless dentist, Dr. Mindbender. Everybody should send me back a nice note on Instagram telling him how well he captured my voice in these notes. I am loving this. So with the more authentic original purple colors, along with the cape and cowl, however you choose to define his dapper accessory. So printed with the Cobra logo in silver on the back, just like the original figure. You'll notice we're doing what we can to be as authentic to how their cards were printed, and had the burst updated to what we call the digital burst, which was what our retro card backs looked like when these original figures came out. But we're not done with our digital burst yet. We know you all love a good troop builder. So, our last physical reveal of the day is our retro cardback Cobra Viper. You were all concerned that he should have had bare arms, so good news, now he does. So adding another troop builder to the retro line, this Cobra Viper will look great next to your retro Cobra Troopers so that you can build out that classic army on your shelf. So as I said with Rock and Roll, all three of these retro cardback figures will be available for pre-order on, that's right, say it with me now, Tuesday, 22nd. Oh my god, that was so good, guys. Thank you. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Hasbro Pulse and wherever fine toys are sold. So they'll be joining your collection in 2025. We will do everything we can to keep you as informed on that timeline as possible. So, who wants some name-only reveals? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. So, joining us in 2025 is the leader of Darklonia and brother to Destro, Darklon. Who expected Darklon on their G.I. Joe bingo card for this year? Everybody? Yeah, you did. So, will he have his ridiculous weapon featured here? Yes, he absolutely will. I know, everybody's so excited about this. We're doing some weird name-only reveals today. It's gonna be a great day for everybody, including Crystal Ball, who is one of my favorite characters. So all I can say is that this isn't your classic Crystal Ball. Lenny and team have really taken his character in an amazing direction, and diverting from the notes, I actually have seen a model of this, and he does look incredible, even for people who were not a fan of his original figure. So I think you will all be very pleased with it. So it's really going to be something that you need in your classified collection. And then lastly, for name-only reveals, we have our ever-present ninja, but this time it's his version 4 look for Snake Eyes. So Lenny has hinted at this not so subtly, so it felt like it was right to let you know that he is officially coming to 2025 as well. And he'll be a mainline figure, so no worries about being able to find this guy. So we know that there are a lot of fans that this was your first ever Snake Eyes. This is the Snake Eyes that you think of when you think of Snake Eyes. So we wanted to make sure that everybody had the opportunity to get him. And then here is a little teaser of something that's to come. So we'll let you speculate on this one for a while, but all will be revealed in 2025. So, thank you. Can we do a vac metal polar bear?
Vac metal.
That would be fun. Like a chromie. Oh, that would be amazing.
Moving on to the next slide. So yeah, I made on is Double Punch. This is from Rise of the Beast, and it is 2024, but it's really hard to believe that this movie only came out a year ago. And since that time, we've actually come out with another movie, of course.
Audible gasp for this figure.
I was really hoping this would get it because this one.
Thank you for that.
If my math is right, I think this one leaked in 2022, and for whatever reasons. Skyborg from War for Cybertron finally finishes the secret collection. We were a lot quicker on this one. I think it was only 2 years to get all 3, but of course we want to make sure that you get all your seekers in every single form of content we've ever. This is going to be, of course, Galvatron. This is going to be in all new colors, and the blast effect there, that the barrel is going to be, it's not going to be translucent, it's going to be opaque. So we made that correction there, but also updating with colors that are going to be a lot more. Please wait 1 more week. I know. I promise you, I'm not trying to troll you guys, but next week on our 1027 event, we have so many events that we have to make sure we're trying to give you guys some meaty things every single time we have a touch point with you guys. So Evan and I just finished filming a segment on this one, and I promise you it's the most transparent I think we've ever been on one of our releases, especially for a combiner. We touch upon just about everything. We're going to do everything in our power to not create another breakdown where you're chasing a figure that might short packed, maybe. So we're going to go through everything and show you tons of things that we weren't really originally planning. Star Wars, I know we had some Star Wars items way back in the day, but bringing that back in, and of course, with the Mandalorian, you know, one of the hottest properties out there right now. Like properties to collab with, we want to make sure it makes sense for both fandoms, but we also want to throw in some surprises. I think this one kind of threw a lot of people for a loop.
On Star Wars. I have a lot of reveals for you guys today. I'm going to start with Black Series, by the way. Next year is the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. I'm so excited. It's personally my favorite movie. I'm sure we all have chills from that movie, and I'm excited for that 20th anniversary. So we'll do a little mini beat next year with Black Series. And we have a capsule program with the next item, starting with Captain Cody. I love Cody. He comes updated in his new clone body, which is great because we love new articulation, updated articulation. He also, for the first time ever, has that removable helmet with the generic portrait underneath. And he also has a deco across his chest, which we inkjet just to make sure we get the detail just right. And you can see him holding there his new Order 66 Palpatine hologram, which, you know, chills, right? That moment changed everything, changed history. Execute Order 66. Anyways, so yeah, he will have that blaster as well. And we're excited to bring him as the first of the capsule program exclusively with Walmart. So I'm excited to partner with them. And what's great about this item, I'm sure some of you might have seen, is the packaging. Such a throwback to that 2005 line look, movie line look, scaled up to that 6-inch scale. Amazing look. I love that card back so much, especially because you can see that Vader outline and silhouette. And like Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling in the background, it just looks amazing. So this is the first in the capsule program, more to come, hopefully early next year. And what's great about partnering with Walmart, especially, is because they are really in tune with the collector and they want to make sure that you guys get these items Skeleton Crew. I'm so excited for this show to launch later this year. So we'll go through these fairly quickly. So the next 4, I'm just gonna reveal at the same time because I can't not reveal them at the 4 time. It's the stars of the show, the kids, Wim, Fern, Neil, and Katie. Oh, darling, love them. Okay, so I'll go through them fairly quickly. I'll start with Wim. Wim is a brand new tool. Brand new tool. And he comes with a removable backpack. He actually has quite a few tools. He has that accessories. He has that walkie-talkie. He has the flashlight, and he has like this wrench-looking tool. The backpack is removable, so you can see him kind of play with it. And because he is brand new, he has all the latest articulation. So I love when they do that kneeling pose. And he also has other accessories on the side pocket that's not removable as part of the backpack itself. So he is a mainline figure. All of our Skeleton Crew figures that we're revealing today are not up for pre-order, but they are out this fall, just in time for the show. So watch the show, go to your local retailer and buy it there. Take a quick look at the packaging. He starts our new line look, or the first look that you see the line. He is number 3 in there. Moving on to the next one, you see Fern. And Fern, what I really love about Fern is that she has that big jacket that has those stitches and patches that we did inkjet to get the details just right. She also has a flashlight accessory that goes into the side of a removable backpack, as you see here. Also removable, of course. And a quick look at packaging, if this works. Yep, and so she's number 4 in the line look here. So just a quick look at the packaging. Next kid, my favorite, Neil, the cutest. He's so adorable. And there's some unique development that went into him. His nose and his ears came down lower than his neck. So we really had to test to make sure that he still had that full range of motion and articulation that we expected from him. He does have a walkie-talkie, a flashlight, and binoculars that come with him. And the walkie-talkie and the binoculars actually hook onto the side of his belt as well. So we love little details like that. And of course, a removable backpack. All the kids have a removable backpack. They're going on an adventure. They need to store their stuff somewhere.
The binoculars might be one of the cutest things I've ever seen for this already over-the-top cute action figure. I made like an audible like, oh, binoculars noise, which is also so...
Binoculars. I've never heard people say, oh, it's binoculars.
It's very cute though. I love it. These are delightful. I'm sorry.
You have a polar bear. I have this alien. Let's battle.
Perfect. I love this.
And here's a quick look at the packaging. He's number 2, and that's side of our, my gosh, my heart. He's so adorable, those eyes. Okay, next on the final kit here, KB. Also comes with a removable backpack and a flashlight. And for details, we like to get that purple streak in the hair. And the flashlight plugs into the side of the backpack. What else? And she's mainline fall of this year as well. So with all these kids, they go on an adventure and they meet a mysterious figure. So the next reveal that we had to get in after we saw him in the trailer, first do the packaging. Tonez&Re-C. So obviously we saw him in the trailer and we just had to get him out. He's really cool looking. He has this big coat. He also has this head wrap that goes on and off his head. And one of the most unique accessories that I've seen is just that pistol that almost looks like, it reminds me of like old pirate Flintwood kind of pistol, and it plugs into his working holster on the side as well. He is a brand new tool as well, so we're really excited to get him out there. And he starts our skeleton crew line look, so he's number 1 in the line look, and obviously portrayed by great actors. We're really excited to see him out there. And then also our final Black Series reveal, Pirate Captain Brutus. So menacing is the word that I would describe him. And not only is he menacing in appearance, he is ready to back that up because he comes with 5 weapons. So 5 pistols, 2 of them that go into the one around his hip, and then 3 across his chest as well. So they all have working holsters. We love to get features into line, also a brand new tool. And I think the first one we've done in Black Series of this species, so we're really excited to get him out. Quick look at the packaging. He's number 6 in the lineup. And again, all of these figures are not up for pre-order, but they are on shelf later this fall, so get them just in time for you to watch the show. All right, that was Black Series. We're gonna move over to the vintage touching. I'm not kidding when I say I have a lot of reveals to go through, and I'm good on time. I can talk. All right, so for the 4 entertainments we're hitting, we're gonna hit Skeleton Crew, and then we're gonna go classic, Star Wars: A New Hope, the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and then we're gonna go to Ahsoka, another new entertainment. So I'm so excited to hit all of these. Let's start introducing Tonez&Re-C. So he comes to the vintage collection, and same details. He has that large coat, that large plastic coat. He also has that removable head wrap that goes on and off his body, and he also has that weapon. So brand new tool, and that weapon plugs into the holster in his hip. All the latest articulation, rocker ankles, barbell hips, all of that. So we really love to include that in this figure here. As for packaging, here's a quick look at the packaging here. I love how clear we can see the actor and the entertainment in this. And he is VC310. Yep. He is also a mainline figure. Again, not available for pre-order for Skeleton Crew, but he is on shelf later this fall, just in time for the show. Moving on, so following our roadmap, as we look at refreshes to bring to the line, we were really excited to bring some cool aliens, especially for those fans that are building out their Return to Tatooine display, right? Right? People are doing that? So he is great to bring back to the line, especially because we get to update his mean mug with inkjet portrait. So that is something that's really unique about him. Of course, he comes with his blaster. And what I really like about this figure is that you can see, like, just like our favorite bartender, a little peek of chest hair underneath as well. Just details. I love to tell you all the details here. He is a refresh, but we did get the chance to update his card back. And of course, if we're touching the card back, we have to go Cantina for obvious reasons. So the card back here you see is of the Cantina, and he is VC57. He is a fan channel and Amazon exclusive. So he will be on shelf spring of 2025. He is up for pre-order, so this is where we get to, combat each other for pre-order details. October 23rd, not 22nd, 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern
They
Time.
thought it was all going to be on the 22nd, so joke's on you.
No, we'd like to keep you on your toes. The 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Amazon, fan channel, Amazon, including Hasbro Pulse, so get it there. Okay, our roadmap. Next one, Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. We're really excited as we think about that entertainment. What are we missing? Love to bring a trooper. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't see the slides in front of me. We had to add Dr. Mason.
I'm sorry, I'll scooch out of the way.
It's okay. So we wanted to add Dr. Raison to obviously our diorama. You guys know we're building a diorama of all the Return to Tatooine figures. So we revealed this, we're gonna add it to the dio, and there's more to come. There's more space there. So excited to see what else to come. Anyways, going back to my original spiel, if you guys did not forget, we are introducing the Snow Trooper, and we are so excited for the Snow Trooper because we think about troopers to bring to the line, especially for such a classic show. He is a brand new tool, and he is fully ready for the cold weather. He's insulated, jacket, and he has cloth wrappings around him as well. And he is obviously a fan favorite, a fan voted. He's been in fan polls for the past 3 years, so we're really excited to bring this classic trooper out to the line. Comes with his E11 blaster as well, and he also comes with a plug-in backpack that goes into the back, and that high gloss armor. And of course, as a new tool, he's highly articulated for all of your battle scene poses that you want to pose at, so really excited for that. And he is VC349, also fan channel on Amazon, available spring of next year, spring of 2025. Pre-order October 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, moving on to our next and last reveal. So the next one we're going to do is Ahsoka, following our roadmap. And it's a bigger one this time. I see your polar bear. And I raise you. A dog. I honestly did not pay enough attention to know you were doing polar bear, but this is perfect, because we can definitely battle it.
Oh no, we will 100% be battling it. I'm very excited for this to happen.
So we're excited to bring the Howler and Sabine Wren to the vintage collection. We love to bring creatures to the collection. It's so exciting to us. It's a classic story of a girl and her dog. So we saw it in the show, couldn't pass it up. We had to bring it into the line. The Howler obviously is brand new, and he has that spray paint deco around his fur, and I love the articulation the team really put into this creature. So he has articulated, I'm going to list a lot of articulation here, articulated hips, articulated ankles, articulated little joints above his paw, articulated knee, articulated tail, neck, and opening and closing jaw. So all that great dog-like poses that you guys I know are itching to pose out in your collection, he has it. He also comes with his saddle and rein so that Sabine can ride him. Of course, right? Girl and dog, you ride the dog. He's obviously a great big creature that we saw in the show. And as we look at the Howler, Emily, our designer, did a great job thinking about what poses do we need to make sure he can get. So he actually comes with alternate legs, hind legs, so that he can do this howling at the moon pose, which we thought was really important to achieve. That alternate legs has less articulation for obvious reasons, but it gives you the chance to do this pose, which we thought was really important. What other pose is really important? How about dog shaping pose? So we had to do that as well. We had to make sure that he can lay flat, as Sabine is holding him from running away from battle. So all of that we kept in mind. So we wanted to make sure that he has all that great, this is going to be the new word that fans are going to tease me about, new articulation, so that he can really do all that great posing. And as for Sabine, she comes with all that great deluxe deco that we expect from Sabine. She also, in previous images you might have saw, has that cloth cape around her, so that's new as well. Comes with 2 blasters, her unlit lightsaber, and we listened to you guys. She comes with an interchangeable helmet that is now proportionate to her appearance, to her body. That we saw in the show to build up in the diorama packaging. She comes in that new deluxe hardback that you guys have seen a couple months ago.
Everybody, Jesse and Ryan here to back cleanup in this murderer's row of a lineup. So we hope to really hit a grand slam with you guys today. So it's a great time to be here in the wonderful city of New York. It's a good time to be a New York sports fan. The Liberty are in the finals. Both baseball teams are playing for their respective championship series. My preferred of the 2 New York teams, the Mets. We got some fans in the front row right here and down there. I know that game is going on now. And the Mets this year had a good luck mascot, a big purple good luck mascot. And so did we. Whoa, this clicker is out of control. Let's just go back because we can't not talk about one of our favorite purple mascots for this year, right, Jesse?
Just honestly, like when we showed this to the crowd at San Diego Comic-Con, some of you folks were there. Thank you for coming and thank you for supporting. The response was so gigantic that the fire alarm went off in the room. It's a true story. And what I love about this so much, if you guys know Marvel, there's a whole scale. Like the characters are.
As you can tell from my wardrobe here, we're going to talk some X-Men 97 today. This season 1 came out earlier this year, and I think we had high expectations, but it exceeded those.
Yeah, I mean it was really crazy, like how much people were talking about this. I think if you go back and you watch the original show, it's great, but it's also like if you watch it on Disney Plus, it's really clunky. There are whole panels where they're like insert shot here, like they just did digital transfers of these things. And you have to give it up to all the filmmakers who put that first one together, that inspired our filmmakers who made this 30 years later to really go above and beyond the storytelling, animation, putting this in the world of Marvel in ways that skirted legal lines sometimes, and also Hasbro really brought it with the toys that they made. I mean, the backing cards, the diversity of the characters, some of the really deep cuts were really fantastic.
Hey Jesse, do you remember that time at San Diego Comic-Con last year when we revealed the X-Men 97 line for the first time?
I think I do.
I just realized that was awesome. and I get to be here with you to reveal the next item that will pair perfectly with your growing X-Men Legends for X-Men 97 Legends. And so let's take a look.
Does anybody have any idea what this might be?
Sentinel! I gotta get this click right. I gotta get it right, all right? We did not get the theme song, but I hope it is playing in your minds right now. We're gonna go in depth here, right? This is a X-Men 97 fully articulated animated style Sentinel that will go great with all of your X-Men figures. So let's take a closer look at our newest, latest and greatest Sentinel. All right, so here's a still shot, and I just want a special call out to, of course, Dan, Dwight, our engineer, everyone back home, and particularly Dan R. in sculpting, and our amazing model shop team, Tony, Kristen, and Emmanuel, who did so much work on all these digital renders. These are all digital renders, and we have so many assets to share with you, so thank you to the team. Just in terms of how big this is, all right, so we are talking 22.2 inches tall, 10.7 inches wide. You see him next to the Cyclops, from X-Men 97 for size comparison. This Sentinel is a little smaller than the HasLab Sentinel, which was 26 inches and had a completely different design from the House of X comic run. So a completely different look here. And this fully articulated Sentinel has over 80 points of articulation, including 25 points in each hand. I love to call that out. Dwight hates that, but I love to call that out. With all those articulated fingers, like the giant man that will be in your collection shortly, he can just hold, multiple figures in his hand. He's got Cyclops here. Cyclops is trying to get out with an optic blast, but I don't know, escape here. What does this Sentinel come with? So this is a great credit to Dwight working with Jesse to think of ways, hopefully you guys want to buy multiple Sentinels, they're not all going to look the same. So this Sentinel comes with a couple of interchangeable parts. So there will be 5 accessories. He's got 2 blast effects because he has ports in each of his hands, so we have 2 different shaped blast effects. And then he has 3 interchangeable pieces, similar to the Giant Man, how we had the different eyes and the faceplates. So this Sentinel will have a normal head with faceplate and helmet, and then he'll also have a battle damaged helmet you see to the left with a battle damaged faceplate, and then a battle damaged arc reactor type piece that can plug in. And if you look closely, there's 3 slash marks. You see some wires spilling out because when these Sentinels go to battle with the X-Men, a lot of them get damaged in the process. So that is what this offering comes with. Okay? What's up next? All right, so we talked about troop building. Yeah, so just here's 2 examples, right? You got a bunch of Sentinels facing off against Cyclops and Wolverine. Here they are just standing around with some mixed in action with battle damaged pieces. There's another shot of them all flying at you at once. So, yeah, Jesse, anything else to add to this amazing item?
I mean, when will we be able to see this in person, Ryan?
That is a great question. So tomorrow, the prototype will be at the press breakfast for some of your favorite influencers to come and do coverage, but we will also be in the Pop Insider booth in Comic-Con. They are in booth 1829. I'm going to set up in the Pop Insider booth, so if you guys are around Saturday or Sunday, come check it out up close and personal for yourself. I will be there if you have any questions. I'll gladly talk about it.
What time are you running it over?
I'm going to try to get here for opening.
Okay, so what time will you be outside with the prototype for anyone who wants to meet you outside?
Oh,
We take a look at
I
it.
gotta have a disguise on. All right, so let's talk how we're gonna do this. This is similar to Giant Man, right? So it's going to be a pre-order running from today, Friday, October 18th, starting at 6:30 p.m. As soon as we get out of this room, it is gonna run through November 26th. That's about 41 days. And this is going to be for the low, fair, completely understandable and reasonable price of $174.99, exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. I will remind you that the HasLab Sentinel was $349.99 and $20, which was 4 years ago. So again, this is the Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Go check it out in the Pop Insider booth, and we want to see some big numbers and continue to do these types of things like Dragon Man, like the Sentinel. See what else we can bring out for you.
Ryan, thank you. This was amazing, and thank you guys so much for everything that you've done. And all of the panelists here today. You guys have done such hard work on, I mean, there's really amazing stuff here, so thank you all very much.
With that, the series will return. So stay tuned. All right. Thank you, everybody.